I'm at the aquarium in Gran, Canaria, and let's check it out. So this is the Poema del Mar, located in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. Entrance tickets for an adult are €29, and you can pay either with cash or card, and we just bought them from the entrance. This place is absolutely massive. I think in the end we spent nearly 4 hours here altogether, and it's split into the jungle, the beach, and then the deep sea area. I did like the way that the path looped around everything, although I was a little bit confused of why there were pterodactyls flying from the roof of this area though. They had so many different species here, from axolotls to mud skippers to turtles and frogs, as well as larger creatures such as sharks and stingrays. And then all of the different tanks had a TV next to them which showed you all of the different species that were in that particular area and information about them, including if they are an endangered species or whereabouts in the world they actually originate from. You could also change the language into Spanish, English or German. They also have a cafe and a restaurant on site. We ate in the restaurant, and what made it special is that one of the walls of the restaurant was actually the wall of one of their giant tanks, so you could sit there and have a drink and watch the fish at the same time. Now, considering that this is an attraction, I was quite impressed with the prices of the food and drink. Sometimes when you go to places like this, it's quite expensive, but if you have a look here, you can see that a lot of the drinks were around €2 and the food was around €8. They did a range of snacks as well as hot food as well. And here is my coffee with condensed milk overlooking the tank. So as you can see, there is also a tunnel in the middle of it. So after you're done in the restaurant, you can walk through the tunnel and get a different perspective of the tank. But this isn't even the best bit. The best bit comes closer to the end of the aquarium. And here's another angle of the restaurant from inside that tunnel. As you can see, it's a very large area. And this is the best bit here. It's actually the largest curved acrylic glass wall in the whole world. So it's actually 36 meters long, just over 7 meters high, and just under half a meter thick. The actual tank itself is about 9 meters high, and it goes back 30 meters. So it holds 5.5 million liters of water. And it's actually really relaxing. There's loads of chairs and everyone's just sat there watching the fish, and there's turtles and stingrays in here. Again, there is a screen where you can see all of the different species that are in here. I think there was something like 10 species of shark and 7 species of stingray. After this tank, you do then loop back through the aquarium. So there are a couple of like quite dark zones of things like jellyfish and these strange fish that kind of bury themselves in the sand, along with seahorses as well. And then as we were on our way out, going back past the beach tank, they were actually feeding the fish in there. So there was some scuba divers inside the tank, and they were hand feeding some of the larger fish. So that was quite good to watch. You can see them here where they're actually feeding the fish from the bucket, and some of them were trying to steal the food out of their buckets as well. So that was quite fun to watch too. They also had a tank with an electric eel in, and you could actually hear it zapping, and they had like a little graph so you could see what it meant at the time. So this is a really great aquarium, and I would recommend it.